What's the matter?
Hey, my name's Jeff. I'm on vacation in Zapata, Texas, and I was driving around, being nosy, kind of looking, just looking around at stuff. I volunteer and have dealt with some rescues, mostly pit bull rescues. I came across a house, a trailer with dogs on chains. They all had water. They had water buckets buried in the ground so they can't dump them. There's 15 dogs there, basically taking up every bit of space on the house lot, except for where the owner parks his car. While I was there taking pictures, Junior came by. This is him. He's the owner. So Junior, people call him the dog man. He basically takes in as many stray dogs as he possibly can. And because there's down here in Zapata, Texas, so right on the Mexico border, the Rio Grande River is right over here. Yep. He takes in as many as he can because the Zapata area does not have a shelter, and they really couldn't adopt dogs out because they wouldn't know if they're adopting them out to become bait dogs or fighting dogs or anything. Everybody knows where I'm at, so we don't need to get into that. So he takes them in because animal control picks up dogs and cats. Anything they pick up, they just euthanize it. They have nowhere to store it or take care of it. So he's doing his best. He's got a neighbor lady that has donated some food, helps him feed him. When he's in the hospital, he has people that stop and feed him. That lady had a mobile vet come out and do some shots and spay and neuter and such for him. So he's doing the best he can. Once he got over the shock of why I was taking pictures of his dogs at his house and I told him I was here to help, he said, well, listen, I got this pregnant pit bull mix, three-legged dog, and she's about ready to pop with some babies. So if you really are genuinely ready to help, he said, let's go see her. So here we are. This is where we're at. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, and Junior's gonna introduce us to the dog. And I gotta figure out how to flip the camera around.
I hear you, brother. I don't know. I don't mess with that stuff either.
I don't know how to do it. Okay. Maybe I have to stop it to flip it. I know I see people do that. I'm ruining my video. I'm gonna have to edit it. Okay, Junior, I'm recording. I didn't know how to turn the camera around, so I started over. I'll figure out if I can splice that together. I got you a leash. You're going to introduce us to the dog. Does she have a name?
I only call her Gorda.
Gorda?
Yeah, I call her Gorda.
Okay, let's go see Gorda.
Come on, baby. Come on, mama.
So as you can see, she's probably had a litter or two before. She's very pregnant. She's very friendly. She's happy to see us.
I trust you,
She's
baby.
well fed.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
So this is where she's living. I'd like to see her in a house and on a couch instead of having her babies in here.
Yeah,
And, you know, they're keeping her on the chain just because they don't want her to become a stray. If she gets out, becomes a stray, she gets euthanized. So she's on the chain, comes out. She has this space here, hangs out down there. It's really hot here in Zapata, but so here she is. And as you can see, she's happy. She's three-legged. She lost her back leg. There's no issues with it. She kind of walks on it as a stump. So she's the first priority.
A good girl.
You can tell she's a pit mix.
Girl, yeah, she's a
Very
good
well-fed
girl.
pit mix. Do you know if she's been around other dogs at all?
Yeah.
And is she dog? You say she's dog friendly, or or no?
The one that was staying here was some kind of, what do you call them? Gray dogs. The
Husky?
No, real short hair.
Okay.
Hair.
Oh.
They're like hunting dogs.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, they were both females, so they would get into it every once in a while. That's why I put her in there.
Okay.
That's one reason.
Okay.
Cause she was there first than her.
Gotcha.
You know.
All right. Well, so this is her. She can see. So she's got just hold her a little bit tighter since I'm so allergic. I don't want to.
I hear you.
So she needs a little manicure for sure. She's a sweetheart. She's really happy to be getting the attention. Her peg leg is all healed over. I think someone already took care of that. It looks good. She gets around well. She's just very close to having her puppies. Okay, now we left Gordo's house where the pregnant pitty is, and we are at Junior's house. As you can see, he's got the water bottles, their water containers buried into the ground. All the dogs are excited, but look when they meet me, they're friendly. They're like, "Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy." So I don't think any of them are mean per se. They just, you know, they're on a chain. They're protecting their area. So there's 15 of them here. We got labs. We got a couple blue heeler mixes, various breeds. A lot of them are neutered. Here's a big lab.
Yeah.
We got the one that got my attention when I was driving by is this beautiful pit bull over here,
That's big.
and he's happy to see me. As you can see, he isn't barking, but hi, buddy. I already petted him and I already talked to him. So he's had a little infection in his ear, and it's all right. And he's had a little issue with fleas, but he's just happy to see people.
Yeah, I don't know what bit him. Something bit him.
Yeah.
All right.
So
You're getting everybody riled up.
this
girl.
is Junior's house, and as you can see, the dogs go under there for shade. There's another dog under there from the other side, moving around. He's here. He's still.
He's the only one that will go inside a doghouse.
Oh yeah.
I've got him 2 different kinds of doghouse. He'd rather go underneath.
Yep. So the neighbor's dog is over here supervising. Comes running over when it hears the action going on.
Well, I feed her. She knows I feed her.
So here's another mix,
Weta.
and they're just happy to see you. I already kind of greeted some of them, but as you can see, Junior's got his hands full.
Yeah.
This is another pit mix. There's some more back there.
That one I woke up to the fence about 3 weeks
Let's
ago.
step back and talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up and found her 3 weeks ago on the fence, passing my gate.
So Junior says Junior lives here in this house. So he got up in the morning, he came out, and he had the dog tied to his fence.
Yeah, with a little note. Please take care of my dog.
There you go.
And then,
So now Junior's got 15th dog, and that's
Yeah.
the way it's been going
well,
for
my
him.
neighbor keeps coming for free food too.
Yep.